Welcome to another PC Sports Cards PSA submission reveal. This is Josh with PC Sports Cards, and we have a good one for you today. This is Express 2021.7. It was sent in on 129, checked in on 222. Obviously, that took a little bit long, and it popped on 323, which is about a month. Again, everything based at PSA is based on the check-in date, not the date it actually shipped. We're going to be doing these 1 or 2 times a week going forward. If you want to get a notification every time we do them, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you can get an alert, and then you will know exactly when we drop one of these videos. So let's get started. Since we have a smaller submission, we could spend a little bit more time on all the cards. We have only 80 cards here today. 50% of them got 10s, 25% got 9s. First one up, 01 Topps Chrome Tim Duncan Refractor. This is actually my card. I'm probably going to be auctioning it. I bought it raw on eBay for like 25 or 30 bucks. I think it's going to go in the 100 to 150 range as a 9, maybe even more. It looked pretty clean when I got it in. Sent it out to get graded. I do collect non-rookie or Tim Duncan Refractor PSA 10, so figured it was a good shot, and I missed. So figured it was going to be a 9 or a 10 when I sent it in, and I got the grade that I was not wanting but expecting. So again, this is going to be some nicer cards. This is a Jaylen Brown, Court Kings, base rookie card. So one thing I'm thinking about doing, and I want you guys to comment to let me know if you think this is a cool idea or a good idea, Kyrie PSA 10 Blue. I'm pretty sure this is like a retail exclusive card. So one thing I'm thinking about doing is once a week dropping a video like this, and then later in the week, maybe Thursday, doing a live reveal with a question and answer attached on YouTube and Facebook and everything basically but Instagram, maybe on Twitter also. So we can go through the cards together. You can ask questions. I'll do the same thing where I pick out a handful of cards to talk about, just like I did today. We have a lot to talk about. I didn't go into detail about the Zion or about the Hoops Premium stock, but there are a lot of these, and most of them did very, very well. So again, this is not a card that I would keep long term, but if you sent it in for grading, you probably made your money on it. So drop a response. This is a silver of the premium stock. Obviously, you can see that it's refracting in the light. So drop comments below if you think that's a good idea, if that's something you'd want to be interested in. Again, we do our live Q&As every Tuesday on Instagram, and we were going to do one on YouTube, but I figured if I actually mixed in a reveal, that would be a cool way to do it also. This is a cool looking card. So our first topic is baseball. Baseball. We have a Tatis PSA 10. So a lot of people were asking back in November, December, January who to buy, what to buy, and all we kept on saying was Soto, Acuna, Tatis, Robert, all those guys. Look what happens. This is Bowman Chrome Auto, PSA 10. Now, 2016 was a very hard year to grade. Centering's off. You can tell the centering on this card's not perfect. Centering's off on a lot of these cards. A lot of back corner issues because you have the dark borders. So didn't see a lot of PSA 10s, a lot of BGS 95s in any of these cards. But if you would have picked up one, even in January, it would have been about $4,000, and now they're going for about $9,000. It does say or best offer. We clicked that, and it was sold. So now, did it get paid? We don't know. All we're going by is the stats on eBay, and it's pretty crazy that this is more than doubled already. Now, when it comes to baseball guys, unless you think they're going to have all-star MVP type seasons, it may be time to move on from some of them and take your profits. Gilberto Jimenez, 4 of 5 red refractor. Nice when somebody gets to go 2 for 2. Didn't realize how big of a card this was in here. We could do our first bomb drop. Kevin De Bruyne. Paradasha, 1 of 1. Basically pink cracked ice sapphire. Very cool. Didn't even realize this was in here. I know he's one of the better soccer players. Soccer's not my thing. You guys know that. This is a huge card, though. Another huge one, Fati Sapphire, a couple $1,000 for this one. Lots of great cards in this order, guys. Lots and lots of great cards. Another one. Same guy got all three of those 10s. He had a nice little pop report when he got his email. He got this also, but I'm pretty sure he didn't care about it when he got those other 10s. Pikachu Max. So who are you buying right now? Comment below. Who are you buying? What are you buying? Personally, I'll tell you when we get to it. A little bit further down the road, we're going to talk about some football. Show you who we're buying. Hassel. We think it's time to start buying some football. So like normal, we have 4 or 5 main cards that we're going to talk about. DeAndre Hunter Cracked Ice 101. Trae Young Green PSA 10. Some crazy big cards in this order already. Anthony Edwards, again with draft picks. We say it over and over again in every single one of these videos that we do. Sell these now. Prism Basketball coming out this week. It is dropping this week, I believe. Maybe next week. Pretty sure it's this week that it's dropping. Sell these cards now. Because once Prism drops, Prism's going to be $2,000 a box, guys. $2,000 a hobby box. Zion Silver, PSA 10, Mosaic. Get rid of your draft pick cards. RJ Barrett. And now, again, one of the reasons that I enjoy doing these, we have vintage. Let's lean Jim Brown up there. There we go. Looks a lot better, right? Jimmy Brown. I think all vintage Hall of Fame guys. I still believe in the move to greatness. That's still what I'm looking at. So, looking at one of the best running backs, best football players of all time. We have the pop report up there. We have VCP, so the top. So the top, I know my hand's a little blurry. Top is the pop report. And the bottom is VCPVintageCardPrices.com. That's the old school way of getting your values. None of these other crazy graphs. We have some cool graphs later on from VCP. But we're looking, this is a PSA 4. There's only 3,400 or so of this card graded in general, right? So what we would say is it looks like a 6 is your best value grade to buy. Starting at 7 and 8, you're going to see huge jumps in price, which if you're looking at the price chart, you see it goes from $3,000 to $6,000 to all of a sudden $1,420, $84, $336,000. Crazy numbers as you get higher up. Probably undervalued at those numbers. If a 9 sold right now, it'd probably go from way more than $336,000. But a 4, you're able to get a Jim Brown rookie for $2,700. Looks like the top is $3,500. You can get a 4 or 5 for basically the same price, which is weird, but that's what happens when you're below the collector's grades and below the investor grades. They really all bunch together. So I would say if you're getting into a Jim Brown rookie, I would probably look to get a 5 or a 6. If you can get a deal on a 6, 6s are up to $10,000 it looks like. But I would probably look to get a 4 or a 5. So this is a great example of a rookie card you can get. It's not cheap, there's no question about it, and there's upside, but there's not going to be that many out there on the market. Next up, we got Mickey Mantle, 53 Tops, PSA 2. What a great card. Obviously, the edges and the corners around it got a little missing here. Back's missing a little bit. But a really nice 2. Really nice color on it. Really presents well for a 2. This is... If you're buying lower-end Mickey Mantle stuff, this is definitely one I'd consider picking up. We go from Mick to Kaepernick, 2 hands on ball. All right. Kaepernick rookie. Sorry, I'm going to refocus. Got a bunch of Kaepernicks here. Now we got some very, very, very cool Jordans from the 90s. Archives, really nice condition card, really well centered. PSA 10. Gorgeous Jordans. You don't find a lot of 90s Jordans in this kind of condition. Not getting a lot of fresh graded 9. Oh, Beam Team. Generally these cards are very off center, so it's very cool to get a 9 in a Beam Team. Power in the key. I actually have one of these raw myself. Center Stage. It's a nice looking card. Next up, we got LeBron Rookie. So Jordan and LeBron. It's a really nice 8. Lamar Jackson, quarterback that I don't really love as a quarterback, but collectible. Again, we're going to talk about a quarterbacks are your buy right now, guys. We are buying quarterbacks. I will tell you, we picked up 13 of one quarterback's Prism PSA 10. We're looking to buy more. We got Fortnite, 2019 Fortnite. I don't know why this got a 6. Trying to look for it, can't find it. Red Prism, PSA 9, number 299. Lots of great cards in this order. Durant, Variation Rookie. Another Durant Variation Rookie. And now, I'm pretty sure you guys knew this is who it was going to be, but we have our Herbert Prism PSA 10. Check in on the Herbert Pop Report. We've been talking about this since Prism came out. How we suspected there'd be a low pop report. There'd be a low amount of PSA 10s. And guys, I mean, 563 PSA 10s out of 1,486 cards. Looking at under 50, under 40% PSA 10s. Mostly PSA 9s. We just picked up either 11 or 13 PSA 10s. I forgot which one it was. It was over the weekend. For about $900 each. I expect these to be going north of $1,400 come August. Could push even higher. Buy your PSA 10s. You can get them graded yourself if you get them raw. Not easy to find clean raw. We know that. It's time to start buying quarterbacks. It's a little earlier than normal. Normally I would say wait till May or wait till June. But it looks like the market is really getting a little bit smarter and not getting out of them as fast, knowing that there's a big margin. But remember, flip side of that conversation, there's probably a lot of them at PSA. We don't know when those are going to come back. I believe that the better condition ones were probably sent in earlier, and we're just going to see the pop report go a little bit lower and lower and lower. So we're going to see it probably even out about 25 to 30% PSA 10s is my guess. So I'm a buy on Justin Herbert, Prism PSA 10s, along with Burrow. I'm buying if you want to sell them, along with Hurts, even though the Eagles traded up. I'm not buying Tua. I don't believe in him. But Herbert, I believe in. Then we got a Herbert green. Herbert, no huddle, pink. 14 of 20. Shane, that didn't hit. Nice card. Fast break, no huddle. Whatever else they want to call it. Now, this one we were going to talk about. We're going to do some details, but Eloy, geez. Torn pec, number 8 of 99. Torn left pec, out 5 to 6 months. Guys, I had him actually as a keeper in one of my fantasy leagues, and luckily I was able to get rid of him as a keeper, and then I drafted him back in the 19th round to stick him on the DL the whole year. Eloy's going to be a tough one. If you're into him, you may want to hold straight. The torn pec is a tough one. Maybe get your money out and start reinvesting somewhere else if you don't believe he's going to come back. You're looking at a year till you could start making money on those again. Just remember that. When he comes back, it's the end of baseball season. It's probably 5 or 6 months from now. We're looking at end of August. The earliest end of August. So we're in the heart of getting ready for football and basketball season. Baseball is going to be another thing that's not going to be really around. So I would sell Eloy right now and pick him up again at the same price or at a discount and get to use your money in the meantime. I would not just sit on him and wait for it to come back. Unless it's a super rare card. Now, here we go. Zion, Hoops Premium stock. So what I was saying earlier, Zion Hoops Premium, all this Hoops Premium stock. Nice product. Chrome stuff grades easily. Look at this. We're looking at Purple Disco 10. All these non-numbered parallels. I am a sell on every single one of these. Silver. And I didn't look at the numbers. I may have to look at them. It may be worth, with the new PSA pricing, a regular or even an express submission with these still because of how much money you can make on them. But make sure you're getting 10s. Make sure you know how to look over the card. If you're getting 9s, you're losing money hand over fist, and you can lose a lot really fast at those new price points. Ayton. Sexton Mojo Prism. So, to me, this card should definitely not be a 10. And I don't like saying that too much, but look at that print line going across. To me, that's an auto 9. So I think this is misgraded, unfortunately. Sorry for whoever's card this is. I just very bad at lying about stuff, so just telling you I don't agree with that. I think that should be a 9. This one, on the other hand, no print line, really sharp. A little bit white on the corner, too.
Morning. Okay.
Trae Young Pink Velocity PSA 10, numbered to 79. I actually love this card. I'm not going to rush through this. Somebody just came to pick some stuff up, but I love this card. I'm going to make him wait a little bit. Tatis Chrome, stuff's on fire, up to 325. We were telling you to buy it at 200. I know everybody was saying it. If you did it, great. I know we picked up a bunch. That's the Topps Chrome, so it's even more. It's like 400 or 500, I think. Now, Rickey Henderson, PSA 8. So I have a chart for Rickey Henderson. I'm going to put it up after I show the card. This is one of my favorite cards. I always use Rickey Henderson as the example. It's a really nice 8, actually. I always use Rickey Henderson as an example when I talk about grades and why people grade cards. It used to be that a PSA 8 was $100, a PSA 9 was $500, and a PSA 10 was $25,000. I don't know if you guys saw this, but a PSA 10 recently sold for $180,000 or so. So let's pull up the Rickey Henderson chart that we put together. On the top, we have the pop report. The first set of prices is PSA 8s, and the next set of prices is PSA 9s. So as you can see, we had about 5 times gain on PSA 8s as they went from $80 to $400 in the past year. And we've had 6 or 7 times gains on PSA 9s and much higher on PSA 10s. As we get higher and higher in grade, we're going to see bigger and bigger jumps. So if you have the money to buy the higher end cards, it's time to pick up those 9s and 10s because we're going to see the really, really big gains. And if you look at the pops on the charts, you see some of them even over $5,000 for PSA 9s. So,
Should I go out?
so again, this is one of our favorite cards to show the examples of grading. And if you look at PSA 10s, 25,000, 30,000 to 180,000, 6 times gains, but there's only 25 of them. So to me, I'm a buyer on 8s and 9s here. Personally, I have a PSA 8 with a 10 auto, so that's one of my favorite cards, and that's gone up a lot as well. Maguire USA PSA 9. Getting some vintage. So again, this is one of the cool things about Express and the economy standard orders, regular orders also. You're going to see a lot of different eras of cards. So now we can see Joe Montana rookies. It's a really nice 8. Little ding up there. Off center, top to bottom. Back's off center. Then we have 2 Griffey rookies. One is a 4. Obviously, you can see the centering difference in the 4 to the 8. Turn them over. Same thing on the backside. Little edge issue on the 4. Really actually well centered on the back for the 8. So if you look at these and then you pull up our little chart, a 4 is $50 and an 8 is $125. Which one would you prefer to buy? Start going to the 9s and the 10s, looking at thousands and thousands of dollars. Huge jump in the 9s and 10s recently. Again, we're looking 78,000 of these graded. What we call the collector's grade is an 8 in this one, the most of a grade. And then the investor's grade would be a 9 and higher. So an 8 is $150 to $175, and then you get to a 9, it's more than double that. You don't see that big jump anywhere below. 7 to 8, it's only like a $40 difference. But when you get to 8 to 9, you get to the lower pop numbers, even though there's 25,000 of them, you're going to start seeing those big jumps. I know sometimes it sounds like we're beating a dead horse with that, but we want to make sure you understand that point. Jeter Gold. Remember to review your pop reports. Jeets Gold. Reminder, let us know if you want us to do one of these as a live reveal with a question and answer attached to it on Thursdays or Friday. Probably on Thursdays. Could stop and talk about a lot of cards. Probably be live for about an hour when we do it. Another big soccer card, Pulisic. Oh, sorry, Ronaldo. Oof. Haven't had enough coffee yet. My reading skills are off. Brady 101. It's a really nice card. Burrow Silver PSA 10. If you have the budget for silvers, obviously those are a better buy. Less to move, less to deal with. Going to be a low pop report for all Prism cards from this year. We're going to have tough grades on all Prism cards. Guys, if you like this video, you want to see more, want to know when we go live or when we post something, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. You get alerts every time. Got Charizard. Got some Pokemon to end. We have a really big express order coming back later this week. That's the one that I want to do live. Maybe do it next week if with a different one. But that's the next order. We have another big express order, 220 card express order with a ton of upcharges coming. So that's going to be a fun one. Lots of high end cards in there. Maybe sneak in another reveal earlier in the week. I miss doing these. I really do. These are fun. And then another Charizard. I know these are rare. I know to look at the number over here. If it's over the 79, over 73 means it's a rare card. I learned things. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Look forward to the next one.